Hello and welcome to glowstrong.com. This is the forward wall plane weave. This is what the forward wall plane weave looks like. Alright, now if you noticed, this move is really half of two different moves put together. The first move is a watermill or hip reel, and the other one is a crosser, either butterfly or a normal crosser, right? So it's these two moves put together. Alright, so if you know either of those two moves, this move shouldn't be too hard for you to learn. The first thing that we want to practice, we're going to do the easy hand first. And if you'll notice, I am doing the move on the right side of my body, and we're doing forward. You're also going to want to learn it in reverse as well on the other side, as you know you want to do with every move that you learn. Okay? And if you don't know the 3-beat weave, I really suggest that you go back and learn that. You don't necessarily have to know it for this move, but that is the way that you're going to be getting into this move. At least that's the way that I'm going to be teaching you. You know, you can get into it from a ton of different other moves, but I find it the easiest from a forward 3-beat weave. Alright, so first thing we want to work on is we're going to be spinning clockwise, and you just want your arm straight down at your side. You want your arm pretty much straight, and you just want to spin in front of you till you have this plane nice and straight and where you want it. Then you want to move to the back behind you, and you want the same height and the same width from your hip as you were in the front. And you just want to spin same direction, obviously. You want to spin until you get it nice and straight, work out all the kinks. And then once you have that down, you want to work on going from forward or in front of you to behind you. The timing for that is you move your hand from in front to behind and from behind to in front when the glow stick reaches the top of the circle. Alright? And that's going to be the same timing for the left hand as well. So once you have this down, you have it nice and straight, we're going to go on to the slightly harder part of the move. What you want to do is put your left hand up in your right armpit. Alright? And you want to put your right arm straight down where it just was when we were doing the move. You want to lean forward a little bit so you can get the glow stick in front of your body, and you want to start to spin. If it's a little too hard for you to start spinning like I just did, what you can do is just spin and put your arm up here, and then move your left hand up towards the armpit and drop your arm down. You want to get used to having your arm down here because that's where it's going to be when you're actually doing the move. So if you're used to it up here, really try and get it down here and get used to it. It's kind of a nice little like bear hug type feel to it. You are going to have to be leaning forward, but once you have this plane down nice and straight, you want to move to the back of your body, to behind you. Now you notice that I am leaning back with my right shoulder. When it's behind you, you're going to lean back, and when it's in front, you're going to lean forward. Once you have both planes down nice and straight, you want to work on going from in front of you to behind you. Alright? And once you have this down, we can move on to the next step. The next step is getting into the move one hand at a time. We're going to start with the right hand. So just have one glow stick in hand, and you want to start doing the 3-beat weave. Alright? Now what you're going to do is, when your hands are on the right side of your body, alright, you're doing the weave, and they're on the right side of your body, and your right hand comes to cross over your left, instead of bringing your hands back to the left side of your body, you cross over, and right when you cross over, you want to move your left hand up in your armpit, drop your arm down next to your leg, and you want to turn 90 degrees. And you're going to continue with the move. So it'll look like this. Doing the weave, right when you cross over, you do this. Alright? You'll notice that the first place the glow stick goes when I get into the move is right behind me. Alright? When you actually do the move, when one glow stick is in front of you, the other is going to be behind, and then they switch places. The other one will be in front and the other one behind. So keep that in mind, because since the right hand is going behind first, when we learn it with the left hand is going to be spinning in front of you first. But for now, just practice getting into it with the right hand. Alright, so you do the weave, and get into it just like that. Alright, make sure you do this in front of a mirror so you can get the timing down right and you can see if you're doing something wrong. Once you have this part down, the next thing that you want to work on is getting into it with the left hand. Alright, so you're going to be doing the same exact thing, same hand motions, same timing. Just make sure that when you are getting into the move, the first place that the left glow stick, that this glow stick goes, is in front of you. Alright? So you're doing the weave, turn, go right in front of you. Okay, so once you have that down with both hands, you can get into the move with ease with one hand at a time. The next thing you want to do is just try and get into the move with both hands. Alright, make sure that you're doing this in front of a mirror, and make sure that you are just going nice and slow so you can get the timing down and get everything right.